So as we're 3 turns away from the intelligence agency and we've almost got mass production and guilds and all kinds of fun things, it does strike me that it's turn 169 and I haven't thought about winning yet, which is something obviously that I need to do. Let's have a look at our options. Diplomacy. Nobody has got any points yet because we're already on turn 169 and we haven't left the classical era yet. Now, I've been holding on to diplomatic favour for some time for 2 reasons really. Number 1, in case a vote comes up, I want to be able to win it. And number 2, if an emergency comes up, I want to be able to win it. Now, diplomacy is infamously difficult to win on any 20-player game, let alone a 61-player game, because what happens is as soon as you get within about 5 points of winning, 15 out of 20, the AI votes against you. And when I say against you, it means that suddenly you'll have a minimum of 100 votes against you, and it begins to get really tricky to win. I also don't know what the sort of regularity between World Congresses are going to be. Now, on the old Historic Ages mod that I used to play on, you would find that the World Congress still met every 30 turns, even if the era took like 120. So actually, winning diplomacy was quite easy. We'll know within 70 turns or so whether or not it's going to be really regular or not. In the meantime, my diplomatic favour is now hemorrhaging. I have minus 12 every turn. I will be out of it in about 35-40 turns. I could sell it. Honestly, gold is not a problem for me right now. Like, gold is the least of my problems. I have too much. I can't spend it all. I don't have enough cities. So I know I'm wasting it by not selling it, but equally, I don't need to worry about that, yeah? I'm absolutely fine. So I'm going to hold on to it. If a vote does come up, if an emergency comes up, I will throw myself on it. But apart from that, it's all good. Then we have religious victory. If we have a look at the religious map, you will see I have very, very, very not been spreading my religion around, and there are a lot of cities and a lot of religions for us to be getting rid of. Now, some areas of the map just don't have any religion on them at all, but the sheer quantity of religions and the sheer quantity of cities means that if we want to start getting a religious victory, we're going to have to start doing it very seriously very soon. Now, there are certain things that would help me with that. First of all, we have the Meenakshi Temple. I apologize, Meenakshi Temple. This gives me ability to get better gurus, and the gurus give me 5 religious strength in theological combat to any surrounding cities. Now, I was thinking about building this, and then I realized that somebody is building it. Someone's almost done it already. This city, which I was going to steal. So I'm just going to have a bit of a proxy war for a couple of turns, see if they continue building it. If they are going to finish it, then Mapoche will have done me a favor and I will take it from them. The other thing that I want to build is the Hagia Sophia. Now this will make my missionaries and apostles spread religion 1 extra time. That is a useful thing. We've got a couple of debaters already. Here we go, 1, 2. But having extra charges mean that I can get the beautiful apostles that will be able to remove enemy religion. It'll be really, really handy. It's a huge job. It would be a massive job to try and win a religious victory on this map. I could do it, and it would give me crazy amounts of culture if I did, because I do have a religion that gives me culture for every follower of a religion. But I have 7 cities currently, and if we have a look at this, 18, 30, 18, 9, 2, 0, 5, 16, and 7 Imperial Cult. I love the fact that Norway have founded the Imperial Cult. That makes me so happy. We'll also make a lot of enemies doing that. A lot of enemies. But I do have 207 faith per turn at the moment, and I've barely touched it. So this is an option for me. It would be a very high effort option, but it would be an option. Domination victory is not possible because I'm limiting myself to the Portuguese Empire. That's just fine. Culture victory. If we go late enough into the game, it's possible. However, in order to get a culture victory on this map, because there's 61 civs, only 20 of them will actually give me tourism due to limitations in the game I discussed earlier in the series. Only the 20 first placed civs when the game loads in will actually give you tourists, and you can actually see that. If I look at Gaul, you'll see that I should be taking 52 tourism per turn. I have a lifetime tourism of 0. Now that means I haven't got a single tourist from them because they loaded into the game on 21 to 61, whatever slot that would be. And you can see the difference between that and, say, Philip of Spain, 52 every turn and 2,974 tourism. So I have been taking tourism from Spain. The only way to get a tourism victory on a large map like this is to have a monopoly bonus of at least whatever the difference is. So because there's only a third of the civs, I would need at least a 300% bonus to tourism. Realistically, 200 to get on par, but 300 realistically to sort of get that through. And monopolies are very possible, but not when you don't have very much land. So we'll keep an eye on, culture. That really, culture and getting monopolies involve you spreading out quite heavily, and unless we push past our natural borders, we're not going to get anything that looks anywhere near to being a monopoly. I might get close. And when I say close, I mean like maybe a little bit close to a diamond monopoly, but I don't know how good that would be. There are 12 on the map. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this sort of area of Brazil. There's one down here on a island that as a Brit I shall stay away from. This one in Africa, I was going to claim this one, so that would put me on 5 sources. There's 2 in Coupe's lands, which I'm not going to go anywhere near, as is that one. That one is on an island in the Caribbean I wasn't going to claim because of the same reasons we've discussed before. And the fact that there is some in India makes me think that there's probably more on the map that we can't see, and in America as well. Diamonds are kind of scattered everywhere. We're only going to get 5 sources. That's not close enough to a monopoly. So realistically, culture is tricky. Science is the only other one for me. 28 text for Babylon, 27 for me, 27 everyone. Actually, the only person that's keeping up remotely with me is exactly the same as me as the Congo. We are picking the wrong fight here. I think I might actually attack Zulu first. Science is an option. We've got 367 science per turn now, so we are actually starting to get a decent amount. Even though these are marathon speed techs, I could in theory do it. It would take me to like turn 500 though. It would be incredibly difficult, so we'd have to massively focus on getting science and doing pillaging and things like that, but it's an option. It's an option. So this is my plan. I'm going to wait for Mapuche to see if they are building this wonder. If they are, fantastic. We'll kind of steal it and move on from there. I need to build Hagia Sophia. That, for me, is an absolute minimum build because I will need apostles and they will need to be powerful. I'm going to start upgrade Moksha and get all the way down to Patron Saint so that I can get some Super 2 promoted apostles, and at some point I will unlock, as fun as exploration is, I will have to potentially switch over to Theocracy and Reformed Church. And then it's just a case of, we'll see how we go. Building up my industry, getting as much science as I can, we're just going to keep pushing. The good thing is that I have options. I still have options, and as long as I've got options, Ursa is a happy being. Look at this religion. Oh, a subtle message, very subtle message that goes through my playthroughs when that happens. Maybe even we'll get to score victory on turn 500, who knows? Oh, who knows? Mass production and guilds, very exciting indeed. Now I've got limes for defensive buildings, but I don't need that for very long, so craftsman in your pop. Republican legacy is making me nice and happy. We're happy with the cards. But look at this. Shipyards, 4 production in this city just for having it. That is a beautiful thing. And we've got another 5 production in my capital. Steam power boosted. Lovely to see. There's one there as well. For once, actually run out of money. Gonna have to go and get some more money soon. Moksha, I need you to go into this city. It has no housing and I need it to grow. Lord Sucklington makes his way to the front line where, oh, lovely meals are just served upon a plate to him. Beautiful. Beautiful to see. Hang on, we'll just get one more attack on this. That's a second kill. Lovely. Okay, just advance slowly. Everyone advance slowly. Just keep on powering my vampire up. Kill by kill by kill. Also now spreading my religion to South America. Oh yeah, helps. Inquisitors. When you're spreading it in your own land, it's so much easier than when you're trying to take it into other people's, I tell you. I can confirm it is not building it. It has stopped. It seems to be building walls for some strange reason. Why would a city need to do... Who knows? Who knows, eh? Strange AI behavior. Ignore this massive invasion that's going on. I don't think that's got anything to do with anything. Let's just move these in. We can go Trebuchet 1, Trebuchet 2, like that. How much are my knights going to do? Oh, quite a bit, but not quite enough. Can we do a little bit more damage? Yeah, there's the crossbow. Fantastic. Right. Okay, so Himiko, over you come. 1 attack, 2 attacks, and with that, I think... That's an acceptable looking Brazil, isn't it? That's within the parameters of like, you know, being quite cool. I don't want to take over too much of sort of what is modern day Uruguay and Argentina. I've probably gone a little bit far, but this map is a little bit clunky. Oh well, can we have peace? Can we have peace? Give me peace? Oh yeah, you are easily bribed. Haha! Peace with Mapuche. Okay, we have peace on South Africa. Africa? America? Where are we? What are we doing? Ursa, do you even know where you've been invading? And I sort of look at the camera and go, does it matter? So what I'm going to do now is just buy 1 or 2 more apostles, clean up the religion on this nation. Then we're going to go and hunt for some missionaries, see if we can get the religion removed from South America. Just one continent at a time, I think. Oh, look at this. Now, we don't appear to be at war, which is handy, isn't it? Because now, I'm going to liberate this city. Still putting down my unique improvements where I can. Biggest mission at the moment is trying to find a space through AI lands in such a way that I can actually move. There's so many units, I physically can't move half the time. It's just appalling. Oh well, a couple of liberations now, and I think the world will start to forgive me. I say that, I'm still pillaging a lot of stuff, but eventually it'll start to forgive me. What was the damage? 436 grievances. Ooh, that's more than I thought. 495 as well. Ouch. As long as that's in effect, I'm going to be disliked by the world. Do I just hold off on my invasion of Africa until I can get my grievances down, or do I just use momentum now and invade? I think I'm going to use momentum, but there is an option here for me to just sort of calm down for a couple of turns. Just calm down. Stop moving. And sort of let my grievances fall away and then go again with a formal war. That might be something to do. But things like this, liberating a city, that 100 favor will reduce grievances by a little bit. 32. Hey, that's like 3 and a bit turns worth. On these marathon games, it is well worth keeping those sort of things in mind. I'm just going to allow open borders with Gran Colombia. I want to see if I can get around it. I want their catapult to be able to move out so that I can attack this city myself. I want to liberate it before it escapes. I forget Mapuche also gets the 10 combat strength boost against religious units as well. It's like, oh, it's just my perfect antithesis. I can't fight it. It's too strong. My first spy is hit. Now I think do I go for Congo or Zulu? Congo are really tough, and attacking this one city on the coast, I don't know whether or not I should try and attack them, take the city and then make peace, or whether I go for Zulu because there's this city on the coast which is less population, but then there is a second city I can go for. Now, Zulu have 1,450 military strength. It's incredible how much they've got. 779 for Congo, but they've got 269 science. It's a lot. They're doing really well. Not much land. I think we're gonna try and attack Congo. I think this is the best option for us because Lord Sucklington, I think, is more powerful. So, in order to get the spy, we're going to go for a city that I don't want to keep. The spy was going to go into the capital. Actually, no, saying that, it's going to go into this city. I'm not going to take this city. This isn't part of the sort of old colonial lands of Angola. It's difficult to tell. Angola's sort of there. I'm suggesting that it's kind of these 3 cities roughly, and then you've got sort of Mozambique kind of there. I know it's not exact, but it'll do. So yeah, I'm going to put it into Mbamba, and then 6 turns, I'll be able to get some visibility. I'm going to get another spy in about 5 turns. I'll send the same one over. One will be getting visibility. One will be trying to level up to a master spy. If I can get a master spy in the Congo with printing, that'll give me +9 effective combat boost. I like that. 9 is good. 9 is a good amount for me. Whilst they are incredibly tough, Mapuche is doing me a favor by essentially loading their missionaries into my land and stacking them in places where I can literally surround them with Inquisitors. +8 flanking bonus, that is something that should not be sniffed at, because now I can actually get the kills. I can just wait each time to make sure that when I do strike, I can get the kill each time, but this is a way of getting my religion into their lands pretty easily. Printing! Nice! I actually don't know if Forbidden City is still available. It often gets taken very quickly. It is still available. Interesting. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to build this, but I do have Imhotep with 3 charges, and there are no earlier wonders to use him on, so I might as well. I'm going to go for gunpowder to unlock muskets, and then I'm going to go for military science to unlock military academies, cavalry, and line infantry, and then industrialization. That will have given me time to get a kill with a musket for square rigging. We can get factories. We've got a lot of good stuff on the way. I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, and I didn't mention at the time, diplomatic visibility I now have over the Congo. That does help a lot. Oh. Just gotta wait until that pikeman is not sat in the city. I can get a few decent attacks in with these very suspiciously lined up ships. Then I think we can do some damage and sort of back away as quickly as possible. But yeah, this attack on Congo, this is going to be basically me headbutting a wall until it breaks. Oh, actually, I can now get into this Incan city, which is brilliant. Perfect. Okay, let's move the units in a little bit further. I was waiting to actually get involved here before attacking it too much, but I now can. I want to liberate it rather than let it flip to Gran Colombia because that removes a bunch of grievances from me. We like that. Grievances are terrible. I so rarely build this, but there's the Meenakshi Temple. There we go. All of our combat, religious combat will be +5 religious strength. That's really, really handy. If we're going to go for this religious victory, I need any boost that I can get my little grubby mitts on. Well, this is good now, because I can just be buying gurus in alongside my inquisitors, and they will give me a lot of benefit. Yeah, +5 from being near a guru. Let's just make that attack briefly. Oh, that's another chunk of religion spread over. Beautiful. Never engage in the combat unless you've got enough to fully commit to killing a religious unit, just because they will escape really quickly. But that, oh yeah, we have almost got rid of this religion from my lands now. Almost. There's Cusco liberated. So again, a little bit of a reduction in... Look, I'm not approaching your lands. I'm not the master of the high grounds. I'm giving it back to you. What are you talking about, you crazy... Sometimes the AI says and does things that makes you very much scratch your heads, but it's okay. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We're still just pushing back religious units. Oh, yep, spreading my religion nicely again now. Lovely. Diplomatic service, which is useful because instead of his governor card, I can now put in Machiavellianism, which makes my spy missions faster, makes me ability to build spies quicker as well, so that's all very handy. I can get the Chancery, which I haven't really built a diplomatic court of this game because it hasn't really been very useful, but I guess, you know, with so many people, probably would be worth it. I'm just at the moment, everyone hates me, so I haven't bothered. I'm keeping the friendships going for as long as possible with all of the European powers. Oh, no, Poland has decided they don't want to be my friends, but you know, I can bribe the best of them, so I'm sure they will accept my friendship next turn. Imhotep has almost finished Forbidden City. 3 turns on Lisbon, and that would be a very handy. Wonder if we can pick that up. It's going to be close. A library, navigation school in Porto, pushing our science ever further up. In fact, actually, if there's any more coast tile that I can buy, that would be useful. A little bit more science. No, actually, Rio's got a navigation school as well. 382 science now. Oh boy, pretty good. Let's get Divine Right and then Theocracy. Yeah, we've got to give up the Merchant Republic, I think. We've got to get all faithy. And actually, the Congo are now at war with Zulu. That is handy, and we can take advantage of that. Who else don't they like? Nubia. I don't think Nubia likes me, though, to be fair. No, they do not. Right, fine. Formal war. We're just going to go for a formal war now. I don't really mind. We're just going in. I found a really good location here that I can just sort of move my boats in, surround the city immediately, and we can just start going bam, bam. And then, yeah, it's basically just like line the boats up as much as we can, swarm the area. Eventually, if we keep headbutting the same city over and over and over and over, we'll get through the walls. Yes, as feared, they did pull that pikeman back into the city. It gives that city 9 extra combat strength, which is not good, but we can take some of that off by destroying the harbour. I like that. That's good. And yeah, we're just going to keep chucking the boats in one by one by one. We've already taken off 10% of the war strength. Just watch this space. Doesn't matter on these really long games. I can take my time to attack very methodically. And my land army is slowly making its way across the sea as well. Exciting. Oh, this'll help. Here we go. Thirst spy now in place. Listening post. Yes, please. That means I've got another sort of +3 combat strength. I've got a +6 bonus over them now, which is lovely. I don't think Congo picked up printing yet. Look at these trade routes. Oh, as I'm building up all of these Victorias, this city has 2 of them, so I've got a nice +3 production from that trade route now. Beautiful. Oh, for goodness sake, Forbidden City got taken. I was like a turn or 2 away from that. 392 production salvaged. Oh, Haramba. Is it Babylon again? No, it is. Oh, I should have spotted that. Oh, I used so many great engineer charges on Forbidden City. Man, that is annoying. It's the second time Babylon's done that in this game. If ever was a sort of game where an inappropriately cheeky nuke might start flying, this could be the one. My Hoppity Temple, I have unlocked that now. I'm thinking about whether or not that would be a good play in a game soon, but I don't know for now. Anyway, I'll pop an entertainment complex down where I was building the wonder. It'll do for now. I'll keep my capital nice and happy, although at the moment I think I've got quite a few luxuries going into the city. Yeah, 8 of them, so it's not going to have a direct effect on my capital, but it's all good. Oh man, I can't believe that. That's so frustrating. Never mind. Right, units are damaged, new ones in now, let's go. And yeah, you don't get any support for using boats against cities like this, but if we just keep attacking, look at that. It's another bunch of wall strength gone. We'll break through before you know it. Actually, I might send a second fleet down south to do exactly the same thing against Zulu. Strikes me that taking 2 cities at the same time would be quite useful. So I've just picked up castles, which is good. I don't know if Alhambra is still available. It is not. It is not available still. We're getting Reformed Church. That would be lovely, because then I can get my religious orders card and I can be better at religious combat. But look, got a few more little wins over Mapuche here. It's just small wins really, but we are getting them. And they are sending so many apostles to me right now. It is crazy. But the more they send at me, the more they remove their own religion, you know. Oh, Cusco's fallen as well. Perfect. This is good. This is good. I think actually all of my faith, once I've got Moksha upgraded, I think all of my faith might just go towards taking on Mapuche. Saying that, let's just do it now. There's no point waiting. I'm going to just buy a few apostles here. Let's go all in, go crazy, and see if we can knock out their religion fundamentally from the game. On such a large game like this, it's sort of, I think it's good to take this logically. Just go, right, okay, Witron Mapu. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to try and take it out. We're going to try and remove it from the game entirely. Then we'll move on to the next one, you know, just one by one, rhythmically, systematically. Going to be beautiful. And I think I just finished the barracks there, which means I can buy the armory. There we go, gunpowder boosted. Let's go for gunpowder, then siege tactics, then military science. Up to 400 science per turn. 400. Just alternating in a couple of weaker quadriremes just to get some promotions up, and then I've got some big hitters as well. But look, we've now taken more than a quarter of the walls off that city. That is a good start. This is a mini game for Congo. How long can they survive this eternal horde out to the left, especially with Lord Sucklington on the way? Oh yes, Lord Sucklington will just appear and sort of be the end game boss, the horde wave that you're preparing for. Which is more exciting, the advent of guns or an epic to Himiko? Oh, I like the epic actually. We need to find some more great works. Nobody's selling me any at the moment, which is kind of understandable given that I am a warlord and nobody really wants to talk to me, but I could do with some tourism. Please, just any. Oh no, what that one? Angkor, what? God, literally there's no point in building these things, are there? No point at all. Sorry, no, you leave when I say you can leave. Oh, you're not welcome among my people. I'm going to generate grievances, Mapuche. Your religion is gone. Haha, right, I've got one city removed. Beautiful. Right, I've got to go and promote a bunch of apostles, BRB. Oh, I can actually land a trebuchet. This is exciting. This is the great general that is allowing all of this. Oh, I wish I was able to move and fire, but never mind. But look at this. You can actually get rid of the first Braves. This is the annoying pikeman that's been making this city super strong. No longer is it super strong. That is pretty handy. So we can go 1, 2, 3 attacks with my quadriremes. Very good. We're beginning to knock the walls down now. I think we can probably take this city in, I'd say 3 turns now, especially with the trebuchet here. Oh yeah, that does a lot of wall damage there. Beautiful. Okay, we've got our units in and rocking now. 15 population city. I'm not going to keep all of those 15 population, but if I keep just some of them, that'll help. Okay, Congo have moved defenses in, a Corsa, which makes it a little bit more tricky to attack, but I now have a second trebuchet on land, which is great. My great general's in place. I have some really good boats just knocking down the walls even more. We're down to basically 1/3 strength now. That is awesome. Oh, I like that. And yeah, city sieged. Oh, that's good. That's good. When you get to the sieged bit, you know you're onto something good. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can take this city down this turn. There's one trebuchet shot. Oh yeah, the walls are coming down quickly now. They moved their Corsair out, which makes the city a lot weaker. I don't blame them. I mean, really, it's kind of, pushed them over the edge because now they can't defend the city, but I can't blame them. They kind of knew the city was falling and they ran away. But there we go. Civic, you continue to stay away from the Mayan homeland. Yeah, I'm getting further away, technically. So, that's all good. Rebellion in 6 turns. Ooh, Victor, you know what to do. Pop along, and there we go. Already pretty much stable. So that was the only Congo city on this side of the continent that I wanted. It's all Zulu from this point onwards, and they have a lot of spearmen, but they don't have MP yet, which means this might be a good time to strike. Do I just go all in now and see if we can broadside them? I think I should. Formal war on Zulu. Let's just make this entire continent crazy. It's a 3-way war. Congo versus Zulu versus me in all directions. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Especially because all of my units are already by this city. We're going to start sieging it. It's going to be a lot easier to take this city down than the last one because it only has ancient walls and a lot less defense. And now we just need to land my units, which is actually reasonably easy now that I have a dock. Actually, when Portugal rocks up with 20,000 gold and is like, oh, look at all this stuff that I could build in the city. Monument, market, workshop, armory, navigation school. Don't mind me. Let's introduce them to my new weapons. We've got a siege tower, and now also, let's just get a musket involved. Lovely. And I need powerful unit. Annoyingly. The military alliance. They have a military alliance. Who are they allied with? Oh, Nubia. I declared war on Nubia accidentally. Must have been the ally thing. Okay, right, well, annoyingly, nobody else that I know has enough culture to become an ally yet. Only India, and we went for something different. No. England. England can now become a military ally. Can I get you involved in my war? You have one city. You are unlikely to want to get involved in any of my wars, but it's worth a try. No, they do more. They don't. They don't want to be involved in any. Okay, fine. Let's instead go for, Research Alliance? Yeah, go on, man. This is totally incidental, but I had one single ship round on Madagascar, and I managed to take a city. I'm not going to raise it. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to keep it after the peace deal, but this will either be something I can sell back to the AI for tons of money, or I'll let it flip from loyalty and I'll start to liberate it for even more gold. So, either way it's good. Venetian Arsenal. Okay, this means every time I build a boat, specifically my unique boat, I get 2 of them, which is very handy. I already have a navy of 2,500 strong, but I'm sure it's fine. Reformed Church as well. Now, this is something I do need to do. As much as I liked my other government, this I'll have to do for now. Right, so we've got Republican Legacy is going to be the thing to go, which is a bit annoying. Oh, no, Canavasseries. 112 gold in the great scale of things. No, actually, no. What am I talking about? It has to be Republican Legacy. Fine. Religious orders and... No, Republic, I can do that. Yeah, what am I talking about? And then we'll go Wars of Religion. Now, this gives me 4 combat strength when fighting somebody that follows another religion. I don't actually know what the spread of religion is like in Africa. Enough. Is it enough for me to get a damage bonus? Let's have a quick look at this. Not against Zulu. And not against Nubia. Never mind. For now, that's okay. But the main thing is the increase in combat strength. Oh yes, of my missionaries and apostles and things like that. That's lovely. Oh, that's a debater. Okay, need to be a little bit careful of that one. But I am technically in my own religious ground right now, and let's just get another hit there. Oh yes. 1-2 punches. We are slowly pushing this religion back. Oh, this fight is getting serious now. As the trebuchet hits the city, and I can bring in a siege tower and a battering ram at the same time, which is pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to bring this trebuchet in to do a second attack. But now my musket, can break the wall and bypass the wall at the same time, which is just that useful and amazing little combination. There's Lord Sucklington in the fray, finally made their way across the very, very long sea journey. But there they are. Oh, feasting once again. Every time I see a city lose loyalty in Europe, it's like Christmas. Quick, get into Birmingham. I'll be able to get rid of some of these grievances that the world seems to think that I have. Unnecessarily, I might add. I don't remember anything that I've done wrong in this game. 1 trebuchet attack. And the musket can easily do damage against the city, but I'm just wondering if we can get the kill this turn. Oh, that knight would absolutely be sacrificed if we did that. Luckily, I have 60 iron, so I can just buy a ton more. Are my units that disposable? The answer to that question is yes, absolutely they are. You know, we'll try and be strategically usable as much as we can. Oh, I really wanted that wall off. I really did. And I'd be able to get the attacks in on the city. I'd lose much less health. Yeah, go on. My units are very much... There we go. Look at that. 50 strength. Very much disposable. 1 attack. 2 attacks. 3 attacks. And then, Lord Sucklington, may you do the honours. Thank you so much. 14 population city goes to 10. Not so bad. Loyalty, not so good, but this city is now loyal. Perfect. Victor is now helping. Now, unfortunately, the loyalty is now playing up in South America, which is really annoying. I have to bring Rainer over, but like, I'm slowly getting the hang of stuff. I want another era to go through, and I want people to be in Dark Ages. That would be great. If Mapuche and Zulu and Congo, they all go into Golden, that's going to be a problem for me. I won't lie, that will be a significant logistical issue for me to get through. So far though, this has been a relatively successful invasion. 1 city down there, that'll be all of these cities. I'm going to leave this one alone. Loyalty may be a bit of a problem. But if I leave it alone, then I can have the sort of beautiful separation of both of my little bits of empire. Well, actually, there's a couple of tiles that I might nab, but it'll look fairly geographically accurate. I say fairly. Not one to get too excited about. I've almost managed to take that second 3 city as well, which is good. As soon as we make peace, I'll be able to liberate them both and reduce my grievances considerably. It's Birmingham! Look, we can liberate it, and we can be friendly to everyone. In fact, actually, what we're going to do is I was just offered peace by the Congo. Now, I don't want this city. I don't want this city. I want the cities over on the other coast. I'm going to give myself time for my fleet to basically attack down there, then here, then here, then here. So I will take peace right now with the Congo. It seems like a sort of counterintuitive thing. Look at this, nice 51 gold per turn. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And now that we're at peace with Congo, we should have some horrific loyalty issues in this city. No, she is doing okay. All right, fine, perfect. So we're going to go and liberate this city, and liberate this one, and the Congo will forgive me temporarily for returning this city to the... It'll flip back to other France, but it's all good. It's all good. I've given Lord Sucklington another set of meals. Look at this. He can just sort of casually stroll forward, tile by tile, as I just absolutely obliterate through the Zulu's defenses. And just every tile I go forward is another kill. Hagia Sophia! All of my missionaries and apostles have 1 extra charge. They are charged up, ready to rock, and ready to try and get me some sort of victory in this game. And there we go. That is turn 190, 1290 AD. Weirdly, with marathon pacing, 3 times tech, I'm actually teching up at a relatively normal rate for a game like this. It's the strangest thing. Oh, the loyalty though in all of my cities. Is this what it's like for an empire to start falling apart? I've got South American cities. Right, let me show you what's going wrong at the moment. I've got this city and this city that are both on -5 and -2.5. This city's on -6. This one has just started to flip. Oh, next turn the era changes, and I'm really hoping for a better lot, because at the moment, Mali is putting Golden Age pressure on me. That doesn't help. Mapuche is only normal. Or, as is Inca, it's actually Boulevard's in a Dark Age. Oh no, and this city's flipping as well, -5. Oh my lord, what has changed? What has changed? Why am I suddenly losing so much stuff here? What's going on? Oh, Ursa, you idiot. Oh, Ursa, you idiot. It's colonial officers, isn't it? Okay, well that's fine. At least the situation's not as bad as I thought it was. Honestly, what on earth am I doing? Oh, so this is the card that was giving me 3 loyalty per turn in all of my cities. It doesn't solve the problem, right? The problem is still kind of there, but at least that city's now out of it. This city's now out of it. Okay, we have a little more time in a couple of my cities. Oh, there's 2 Omanis near me as well. It's a bit unfortunate. We have some grievance penalties, and we're no longer ecstatically happy, or just generally happy, to a bit of a pain. We need to go and fish out a couple more luxuries. Yeah, we've kind of stretched myself at the moment. Oh, look, it says it's not willing to trade it, but you flash enough money. They always change their mind. It's a good old bribe, you know? Bribes take you far in Civ. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, for every city we take, we are getting more and more unhappy. It is drastically worrying. Liberalism is interesting, but I want mercantilism because this lets me see all of the amounts of resources and whether or not getting monopoly is going to actually be possible in any way. And then colonialism, natural history, we could try and go for water parks and zoos. That would help a bit. But I think war weariness is probably the thing that is eating into our loyalty a little bit now. -5 in that city. Is that it? Is that all I've got? Normally it's in the closest city to the war. Yeah, I think I've only got -5 war weariness. But that is enough to take 5 of my cities into being happy, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Well, let's just make the loyalty situation a little bit worse by taking yet another city to add to my growing complaint list. That city is not going to play ball either, but that does make this city a bit better and this city a bit better. So that kind of helps. Oh, tell you, this fight with the Zulu is remaining what I can only describe to be an utter bloodbath. It really is. Like, there is a lot of death, a lot of chaos, a lot of units getting killed, and just all the way through, Lord Sucklington is just chilling, just moving step by step, slowly forward. Well, hey, breakthrough, probably won't last forever, but that is the holy city of Mapoche's religion that has now been converted. Huzzah indeed! Right, quickly, let's just cause a nuisance. It's a new age dawns. Let's have a look and see how bad this is going to be. Bolivar is in a heroic age. However, nobody else is in a golden age. That is a good sign. Mali is in a dark age this time. Yes, that's what we want to see. Zulu normal, Congo normal, Mapuche. Where are Mapuche? There's too many. Normal. Inca? Dark. Okay. We may be a little bit better this time. What are we going to do? We were on 3 inquiry last time. We got a lot more science from our harbours, and it's mainly the 10% technology eureka. That on marathon speed is a really big deal. However, Exodus of Evangelists makes my apostles super good. Combined with Hagia Sophia, they'll all have 6 charges to start with. That would be useful. It's kind of a choice, really. Where are we going with this game? What are we doing? What, why, how, and where? Religion is almost just, it's too big a problem. This is what I'm finding at the moment. I don't know how feasible a religious victory is going to be. There's just so much religion on this map and so many cities. Unless you were playing as Byzantium, as someone with a huge amount of combat power, I'm not entirely sure how you'd go about that. So I'm going to have to stick with my gut and go 3 inquiry. Once again, keep on the science. Keep it on. I'm on 500. I mean, it should be 380. So 420. Yeah, it makes a difference. It does. It's like 40 science per term. That's good. Bloody hell, how many boats have Norway got? Oh my god. What is going on? I wanted to put some Victorias around here, and you know what? There's no point even having a look. There is a Congress coming in a turn. That'll tell me how likely it is that we're going to be able to go through the Congress votes. Remember also that Rising Hunger is available. I can get a second vampire, and I can now start building vampire castles as soon as I get my hands on another governor. Oh, South America's really not happy now. Oh, that's really not happy. I need more immunities. I desperately need more immunities. This war. Can't survive this war. My colonies are rebelling. It's like Brazil wants to become independent and form its own nation. What? Portuguese rule has been so lovely. Well, let's see what all the fuss is about. World Congress. Okay. Well, we've got an easy one here. City centre buildings tend to be built very, very often. A world religion. Oh ho ho ho. Let's see if the world is willing to get on board with my 20k special, shall we? I'm going to just throw all of my diplomatic favour at this because there's no point keeping it, and the fact that I've got none left is kind of a little bit hopeful. Well, the time until the next session is 30 turns. That's a good sign. That means that in theory, it won't take like 80 turns between sessions like sometimes it does. But Campus got through. Unbelievably, Campus got through. You so rarely see that. Oh man. Okay, well at least my religion got the boost. So, in theory now, in our religious combat, we should have the advantage again. Now, I might have just taken the raid card simply for this one pillage, because Lord Sucklington's looking a little bit damaged, been through a lot. It's -7 strength from being injured, and I don't want to have to watch as Lord Sucklington gets teleported all the way back to Lisbon before, have to bring them back to the front line. So, one pillage of a field, as you can see, bam. That's a lot of health. Oh, yeah, 72. I don't know why it gives it in those sort of difference. Oh, hang on. It's because vampires get health before the pillaging anyway, don't they? So if you already get 100. Oh, never mind. If I get any more pillaging, that will work nicely. Now, my knights beautifully in. And as you can see, we already have the city under siege, which is beautiful. I can move all of my weapons in. I've got siege weapons. I've got everything. I've got crossbows. I've got muskets. I've got trebuchets. We're going to take out this city, this city. I'm really tempted to take this city as well, but I kind of like the border gore in a sort of weird way. Like, Portugal owned Angola and then Mozambique, but it didn't really own whatever was in the middle, so kind of I feel like I need to leave it. It's going to be terrible for loyalty, absolutely terrible for loyalty, but never mind. Alright, we have a real mixed bag here. There is an emergency World Congress session, and let me show you the bad stuff first. We have a military emergency, and of course I've just voted, so I have nothing here to vote down on. Yeah, we might have ourselves a situation where we go to war with the world. This could be absolute World War I scenario. We also have a religious emergency. I guess that's going to go through as well. I will get a relic, hopefully. Oh no, hang on, I get the burst of pressure, so I'll come in too late really to really do anything really. However, aid requests. One with the Zulu, one with Korea, one with Japan, one with Sweden, and one with Genghis Khan. The game is so big. I have never seen this many aid requests on a map. I know it's a big map. You never see more than 2. 5 at the same time. Each one, in theory, gives me 2 diplomatic victory points for winning. Like, that's ridiculous. We'll see if they all go through. Whatever happens between the loading of this turn, this is going to be a big one for old Portugal. This is probably going to absolutely change how I go about the next sort of 50 turns or so. Alright, let's see the damage. So there was a military emergency attempt against Australia that failed. Vietnam went through. This one succeeded on me, the military emergency. The Cree went in, as did Canada. Really? They're the only 2. Okay, Canada likes to go in on emergencies, and the Cree. I don't share borders with either of them. And I have a huge navy, so they're going to regret that one massively. Otherwise, it's just Mapuche voted on the religious emergency. We got away from that pretty scot-free. Fair enough. Perfect. Now, military science means that I've got cavalry, which is huge. I don't really have many horses at the moment, but don't worry, we'll get horses in a second. But it also means that I can get line infantry, and that's really, really handy. Hang on, what we're going to do is just buy the military academy in this city. Yes, I know. Good era score. Thank you so much. Let's get the line infantry. Just buy a new one right next to the front line. And Lord Sucklington is now 65 strength. 101 strength on the city. Yes, Lord Sucklington, you absolute unit. I can get some good cavalry units just to go and skirt around and destroy all of these trebuchets. These trebuchets are hard to kill, but trust me, 62 strength cavalry that can scout around and steal, and yeah, that's going to be really useful for me here. But I've been wondering what to do with the production of a lot of my cities. Oh, my trade routes need to be reset. A lot, yeah, I've got real sort of confusion, but now I am confused no more, because, thinking about it, what I want to be doing is just aid requests. Now, the good thing about the aid request project, or send aid project, is that if you do this, it gives 200 gold to every active aid request at the same time. So one of these projects will give me 200 points in all 5 requests. There's a lot of people in each request, but I have production. I have a decent chunk of production, and I can just do this in my big cities and just watch as it ticks along passively. I've got gold for everything else. And, to be honest, if I get close to being, just sort of hit out of these, I can just send aid, make my way back up in a bit. But yeah, like, we don't need to do anything right now apart from send aid. This is all we have to do. I'm excited about this. There are 10 points available. I don't know if we're going to get another chance on a marathon game to get this many diplomacy points, so we're going to go for this. I am at war with a couple of these people, like Shaka, for instance, so I will be losing 30 per turn, but I won't always be at war, and as long as I can do aid requests, I can actually kind of send that, like I can give more gold to Zulu than I lose from being at war. This is going to be crazy. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seangrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Krogerbrand Trailmix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Rad, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, L. Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial. Thank you all for your support, it's amazing, see you all next time, goodbye!